Hey y'all, and welcome to Deadpool Party. I'm Jay, and I just heard some tragic, sad news that horror director of Nightmare on Elm Street and Scream, Wes Craven, has passed on at the age of 76. And I know that probably y'all, if y'all watch my videos, y'all probably heard me say that he is my favorite. He was, still is, my favorite horror movie director. Uh, this is my little rest in peace kind of video and kind of you know tribute to him. Uh, I loved most of his films. I even liked his last kind of horror film. Oh my God, what was the name of it? This take take our souls, take your soul. Uh, um, but yeah, he directed The Hills Have Eyes, um, Nightmare on Elm Street, the whole Scream, all the Scream films. Uh, See, he started two successful horror franchises, Nightmare on Elm Street and The Scream. You know, two horror icons, Freddy Krueger, Ghostface. I mean, he did. He invented. You know, both of those, and they're horror icons. You know, other people invented. Probably maybe one like movie icon in their lifetime, but he did two very successful ones, and very scary and good horror films. I think he is the best horror director of all time. And everybody might say, well, what about Hitchcock and stuff? But the modern horror, he knows. He took what Hitchcock did and he put it for the modern day time. Yeah, like I said, Last House on the Left, uh, Hills Have Eyes, Nightmare on Elm Street. He did. He directed more than horror movies too. He directed I think, like a comedy or like a dramedy, a drama. I can't think of the name right now, but and I think some more like TV films. Oh, and Serpent, Rainbow and Serpent, Deadly Friend. He just it just goes on and I people people on the stairs. You can just say like his biography, um, his horror filmography. All his horror films were great. You know, uh, he was if not he was one of those top horror directors, along with John Carpenter and George Romero and John Landis. And it's just like you, when you think of horror film, you think of Wes Craven. And just a sad night. I was just watching the VMAs. It's always like, oh yeah, you see it, you're feeling good. It's always when it's like watching Good Spirits and people getting rewarded and stuff like that. There's always something else that's negative gonna happen. It seems like that, man. It's like, oh, people celebrating music and all this stuff and good times and being good, and then it's like it's always got to be something. I don't know exactly how he passed, but I was just looking on my subscription feed, and it was like, what? I was like, this can't be real. And then I kept on popping up, and it kept popping up, and I was like, oh my goodness. Uh, yeah, it's tough because oh my God, I was hoping that he was gonna come back and do some more horror films, invent another great franchise. It's just sad, and rest in peace to him, and my condolences to him, to his family, his kids, uh, and just all the I know all like horror community is like the, yeah, I feel like he's going, like he's like he's the king of horror right there. You know, it's like who's the king of horror? Is it Stephen King? Is it Alfred Hitchcock? Is it Wes Craven? To me, it's for my generation. You know, from the people that grew, in the 80s, who was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s and the 2000s. It's, it's Wes Craven, and there's no one that, all these, I know there's a lot of new horror movies and different, horror directors, they're saying, oh, they're going to be the new best this and that. But, there'll never be another Wes Craven. Never, ever, ever, ever. He was the best. He knew, oh my God, man, he knew what it took to scare somebody, and not just jump scares people, not just um, what's crawling in the corner, or disgust somebody, or gore. He knew about suspense. He knew about thrilling somebody. He knew about the shock value, as in shocking, as in building tension and then releasing it, not just jump and go to the next scene type stuff. It's just he was the master. He was the master. He was the vanguard. He was he was the master of horror. They say the masters of horror. He is and was and continue to be, no matter whoever comes along, will be the master of horror. And he will be very, 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 very missed. From the horror community, from me, from Alexis, Deadpool Party. I know a lot of reactors. I see a lot of horror channels. People already put up their rest in peace, and I just wanted to say we've lost a great director. And he says a horror director, but he was a great director too. Um, Nightmare on Elm Street. He did something with Freddy Krueger, like you know, it was his mind that made these characters, and it was like his, vision. He's a visionary. He was the visionary of horror too, So I don't know who, it won't be no other Wes Craven. Period. When you think of horror, you think of Wes Craven. You think of a horror director. The first one that better pop up is Wes Craven, and he will be dearly, dearly missed. Your boy Jay, and this has been Deadpool Party. Rest in peace to Wes Craven.